right, ladies and gentlemen, again, my name is Ontarian Hawkins, coming to you from Tulsa, Oklahoma. A little bit about me, for those of you who don't know me, I am a online entrepreneur, been an online entrepreneur for over 10 years now. That's where I make my full-time income. But here lately, I've also mixed in some direct mail. And just give you a backstory about me. I got started in the entrepreneurship industry per se back in 2003. And at the time I was a college student looking for extra ways to make money. Now, I remember this day, just like it was yesterday. I was in a computer lab and in college doing some homework. And one of the things that I got curious about was, hey, if people made money online, I want to figure out, how they did it. So I went on a quest, searching on Google to see if people made money. Come to find out they did. And I was very fascinated about that, how people did that outside of a job. We're all told growing up that going to college and getting a job is the American dream. And I was always a big thinker. Okay, I've always thought beyond that. I always knew there was something beyond just, the basics of life, going through that particular realm. Okay, so on this quest, I landed in network marketing, direct sales, which many of you probably already know about, or you probably are already in a direct sales company. So did direct sales for quite some time, actually. I jumped from program to program, though, because I was trying to find my way, trying to find, my groove, so to speak. One of the complications that I ran into in direct sales was duplication, okay, and the value, all right? Now, the products and services that I was able to come across in these companies were good. The products, the pills, the lotions, the potions, you know what I'm talking about. And then I was also with a telecommunications company years ago. That was actually my first company I was with. And of course, they're not in business anymore today. But I learned some vital things in these direct sale companies. I learned how to network. Okay, I learned how to prospect, and I learned how to communicate. Okay. So I carried all of that over into internet marketing when I came online in 2008, where I really got burnt out in direct sales, network marketing. I got burnt out really, really fast. So I came online to learn how to make things a lot easier, how to leverage my time, how to get people to chase me instead of me chasing people. That seems to be the norm. In traditional MLM, it seems like you're always trying to convince people, chase people. The key word for that is recruiting. Okay, recruiting. So I got tired of recruiting. Okay, I wanted to learn. Okay, how do I become automated? How do I become the hunted instead of the hunter? And how do I put this all together? Okay, so 2008 came online. Spent about 3 years with a couple of mentors who, first of all, taught me how to think as an entrepreneur. And then from there, they taught me some marketing psychologies and taught me about funded proposals and certain marketing psychological factors that I need, that all marketers online need to make sales on a regular basis. So I learned those skills, and I was able to implement those. In 2014, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to fire my boss. Okay, I said bye to my boss. I said, you know what? I'm making decent money now. Okay, online from the skills that I've attained, and I told my boss I'm not coming back. I actually fired him through a text message. Okay, I said I'm not coming back. Okay, and I never looked back since. So from that time on, I've been on a quest to teach other people how to do the same thing. Okay. Affiliate marketing is what has, in 2014, is what helped me to leave my job. Now, if you don't know what affiliate marketing is, basically it's the idea of buying into an opportunity, okay? You buying into the opportunity that's already done, okay? You don't have to create websites or products or anything like that. It's already done. All you have to do is go in there, okay? Invest and promote And when you get a sale, you get a certain amount of commissions. Okay. Now, affiliate marketing has been my bread and butter for a long time. When I learned that you can make upwards of 100% commissions per sale, that got me very excited, and I started doing that. I started, got into a particular company where I made, 5 figures very, very fast, and then it turned into 6 figures, and then I kept repeating the process. The reason that happened is because I tapped into systems. Systems, guys. Systems is where it's at when it comes to online marketing. In traditional MLM, you have to go to hotel meetings and do 3-way calls, and it's a lot of footwork. In the online space, you're able to set up certain systems that do all the selling, sifting, and sorting for you 24/7. It is a beautiful thing when you learn this. Okay, so fast forward. Passive profits is what we were able to create January of this year. It is a direct mail postcard opportunity. Okay, the reason I got into direct mail is because back in 2014, I also dabbled in direct mail. I did pretty good with it, and I wanted something that was 100% duplicatable. Let me repeat myself. I wanted something that was 100% duplicatable. What do I mean by that? Well, here's our postcard right here. Okay, and this postcard is something that everyone has the ability to mail out on a consistent basis. You don't have to be online. You don't have to do none of that. Now, if you're online and doing this at the same time, it's a great combination, and we teach you that on a regular basis. But if you can mail out a postcard like this on a regular basis, you can do well in this business. Okay, so it's 100% duplicatable. That was one of the downfalls in direct sales, and a little bit carries over into affiliate marketing too, the duplication factor, because truth be told, there's a lot of people out there, mainly baby boomers, and people just don't want anything to do with the internet, that just want to sit back and relax, do a business that they can do through the mail, okay, without having to learn about systems and things like that. That's great. Now, although we encourage that you do a little bit online because it's going to increase your conversion rates, we're getting conversion rates just from people mailing this postcard. Okay, now the magic here, and I'm going to show you guys the website in just a second. The magic here in this postcard is this 800 number right here. Okay, this 800 number along with the combination of this website. Okay, when they call in, when you mail this out, and your prospect calls in, guess what? You don't have to do any of the selling, telling, closing, or anything like that. We're going to do that for you. Passive Profits was created for you. It was created for people like yourself who can come in here, mail a simple postcard, and do very, very well. There's a lot of people in direct mail, period, who are doing astronomical numbers when it comes to income. We've done in this company, we've done well over $100,000 in sales since January. And we got around about 500 people that signed up with us so far. So we're moving lightning speed because of the mass appeal with this particular opportunity. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, let me do this. Let me share my screen. Actually, let me do this. That's my story, guys. Okay. That in a nutshell. So what I want to do now, and let me just say this. My wife and I, we created this again for the end user, for you, for those of you who want something simplistic. And let me tell you this. Right now, a lot of us are in the house anyway. We're quarantined, okay? And I said this before on another video. This is the best time to join a direct mail program, okay? Because everybody's in the house, okay? And when you mail this out, truth be told, they're going to get your postcard because people are looking for opportunity at this time, guys. And this is one of those cash flow opportunities, is what I call it. You need cash flow. There's different dimensions to making, not just making money, but building wealth. Okay. You need a cash flow source. You need something that's going to give you a daily or weekly cash flow. And then you can turn that cash flow and start to compound it and grow into other things. That's another video. Okay. Because, I do other things besides this, multiple streams of income. I'll preach it every single day. But I think direct mail is one of the best things you can get into, because if you can mail out a postcard, most of the people that's out there in the world now, because of this situation with the corona, is going to receive the postcard. Guess what? They're going to call in and they're going to want to learn more about how this works, and we're going to close them for you. That's the key selling point here. There is no recruiting here. You can sit in the background and do what you do and mail this postcard out, and we're going to do the rest for you. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring on one of my business partners who is doing very well with this particular opportunity. She's been doing direct mail probably as long as I have, since 2014. And she's going to, let you know her story and how she's doing with it. And then we're going to go into a couple of testimonials, and then we'll take some questions from you as well. Okay. So I'm going to bring her out now. Amanda, are you there, sister?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, let me hold on one second here.
All right.
Ontarian, thanks for having me today. For those that don't know, I did actually, Ontarian, I started right around the same time as you back in 2016, a little bit later than you, but we kind of got cranking around the same time. And I've been doing postcard marketing since 2016, and I actually started earning a full-time income in 2016, mainly just mailing postcards. And it's so funny because in the beginning, I wasn't really thinking about going fast. I just wanted something that would work and something that was consistent so that I can start earning consistently. And at the time, my back was against the wall. I was having a really hard time with the people that I was working with. And all I kept thinking about was, gosh, once this one income is taken away, what do I do next? So just to get myself out of that situation, I started to really look into postcard marketing. I started to educate myself on how it works and what I needed to do so that I wouldn't have to go back to a full-time job. And I can say that it has helped me to have the financial freedom that most of us just dream of, just because we are afraid to take action. And I wanted to say that today before we go into all of the information about the program and how it works, is that with programs like this and opportunities like this, you can't be afraid of. People are so fearful, and a lot of people are being held back by fear. And that's one of the things that I can honestly say was one of my downfalls, okay? I could have made way more money way sooner than the time that it took me. And that's the one thing that I regret, is waiting so long to take that leap of faith. It was just like, gosh, I was so hooked on what if I do this and it fail, and not really thinking about all of the success that was just waiting. It was just a waiting opportunity that I took way longer than necessary to actually get started. But I can say once I got started, I started to see build momentum, and it wasn't overnight. I'm not saying that at all, but it was something that was well worth the wait. I want to say three to 6 months of a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and just wondering if what I was doing was right paid off in the long haul, And that's one of the things that I can definitely say, is that a lot of people, out of fear from being in programs that haven't worked, and not only that, being fearful of getting involved in something where you really don't know how the opportunity works, is one of the things that most people are afraid of. And that right there is something that you have to overcome in order to be successful. And one of the things I gotta say is that this is not an easy business, okay? And the reason why I say that is because most people that aren't making it is because they don't have the consistency that they need in order to be successful. That's all you need. Now, working the business is easy. Following the steps that we have in place is easy. But if you don't have consistency, if you're not one of those type of people that you can stay committed to something for a long period of time, you're not going to see the results that you're looking for. And it's really that simple. Most people have to be able to put the footwork in order to see the results that they're looking for. A lot of people that I speak to, that I coach, the one thing that I ask them when they start something and they say, yeah, I tried this before, I didn't have much results, or I really want to get into this, but in the last program, I didn't have the results that I was looking for. And the first question that I asked them, how long were you working on your business? How long were you actively promoting your business? And the average person is less than 30 days. They didn't even give it a full 30 days before they decided to move on to something else. And that's where the failure takes in, it sits in and it takes place. And then what happens is when that starts to happen over and over and over again, you aren't as interested for the next opportunity. You don't put that much effort into the next opportunity because all you're thinking about is the failure that you had, which only really occurred because you didn't give the program enough time. So I'm just saying that and this is from my own experience, because in 2015, which is the first year that I met Ontarian, I was going through the same thing. I was in tons of programs and I was in one month and out of that one the next month. And this just went on for months and months and months at a time where I made hardly little to no income. Once I started doing direct mail and I started to consistently promote direct mail, I decided I'm not moving on to nothing else until I master this. That's when I started to see results. I was very consistent, even when I felt like the program wasn't working, nothing was really happening. And that's what it takes. It takes for you to push through when it feels like you're not getting anywhere, okay? So with that said, I'm going to do a share screen and just share information about the opportunity and basically show you how it works and what to expect when you join Passive Profits. Like Ontarian stated, what makes this much different from the rest is that 90% of the work is done for you. You do not need to try to convince anyone to join this opportunity. All you need to do is lead them to your website or lead them to your the 1-800 number and let that do the rest of the work. And that makes it easy for anyone to do, as long as you're willing to do it consistent enough until you start to build your platform and you start to see the results that you are looking for, okay? So this is a screen. This is one of the websites that we have. We have a total of 3 different websites that's available for you to promote your opportunity. Not only that, you can add this website to your postcard so that when people receive your postcard in the mail, they have a site to go to where they are given more information about the opportunity and how it works. And that's very important. If a person knows a ton of information before they make the phone call, or if they joined one of our webinars before they make the phone call, it's just really a win-win situation. So we want to start off by leading with information that explains how direct mail works, what postcard marketing is all about, how you get started, and basically just go from there. So this is just basically a short video that tells a little bit of information about the opportunity. And then what they can do is click here to learn more. This link will take a person to your ID number. So this is a digital postcard that will have your information on there along with your website and your ID number. And the ID number is basically like your payment line. That's how you get paid. Everyone has a unique phone number that's connected, a unique ID number that's connected to their payment information. So when a person calls in and they say, I want to sign up with ID number 999, we know that that person is a part of this opportunity and that they're the person that gets paid for that person that called in. And then we have different levels that you can come in. So when a person comes in, they can decide on any of the 6 levels that we have, okay? And once they make a payment, they'll be able to receive payouts infinity for that level or any level that's below it. So if you come in at the welterweight, let's say you pay your $500, you're now able to collect $250 every single time another person comes in at this level. Even if a person comes in at the $300 level, you're still going to be able to collect $150 for each person that comes in at that level. And we have our middleweight is 1,000. This is considered the sweet spot. A lot of people come in and take advantage of this level because we have bonuses that start at the middleweight level that people love. Not only that, it helps them to move faster. I tell people all the time, if you are looking to make an additional $3,000 a month, okay, you want to position yourself as high as you can so that it doesn't take that many people to come in order for you to hit your targeted goal. So if you come in as a featherweight and you want to make $1,000 a month, just do the math on how many featherweight people need to come in order for you to make that kind of money. You know, not only that, sending out your postcards weekly or bi-weekly is very important. If you decide that you want to market the opportunity other ways, getting plugged into our trainings, which we have every single Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on those trainings, Ontarian and myself, along with other six-figure earners, show you exactly how to leverage the internet or other offline methods to promote this opportunity. That's going to allow you to make money faster. It's going to allow you to leverage the opportunity so that you, instead of going 50 miles per hour, you're going 100 miles per hour. And that's what we want a lot of people to do. In order to get to that $5,000 a month, you need to be working your business consistently for the next 90 to 120 days, okay? And that's basically having a game plan and sticking to that game plan every single day, at least 4 days a week, I tell people to do for the next 90 to 120 days. When you sign up, you will get a postcard that looks similar to this. You will get a digital copy and also a copy by mail. So when you order your postcards, they will come in the mail. Your picture will be here. If you decide you don't want to use your picture, you can use the picture of Ontarian and his wife here. Your ID number will be here and your website information would be here, okay? So if they want to look at your website before they call, they can do so. And then not only that, they can get your postcard from the website. They call, they leave their information. A success coach will contact them back, answer any questions that they may have, and help them to get started, okay? We have everything you need in order to get started. You do not have to go outside of the system, okay? The only thing that you will be ordering from the company is the postcards. Those are customized to you. They're high gloss, they look really well. And not only that, they convert because people call all the time, every single day, looking for more information on how to get started. And that's basically what you want. So your step one would be to choose your earning potential, which means where would you like to come in at? What can you afford? Step two, you get connected with a success coach that will help you to get started. Make sure that you have all of your questions answered and you have all of the information that you need to start earning. And then step three, you will start to mail your postcards. And again, the more often that you do this, the better the results you will receive. Not only that, by using multiple traffic methods will also allow you to go faster, and you don't have to try to learn this on your own. This is something that we teach to our team so that you can have the success that you're looking for and you can leave your daytime job. Within 8 months, I was able to leave my daytime job. Okay, I could have done it sooner, but working a job for so long, your security is there, and you don't really. Everyone is uncomfortable with going outside of their security blanket. So within 6 months, I was making enough to leave my job, where I didn't have to work anymore, but I was still afraid. So I stayed for an additional couple of months until I felt comfortable and was like, Amanda, you know what, just let this go and just do this full time. And that's what I started to do. Not only that, seeing so many people that was having success with direct mail also gave me the confidence that I needed to move forward and start doing this full time. So that's another thing. By having the community that we have and the people on our team that are earning a full-time income is going to basically allow you to get plugged in and have the confidence, but not only that, the training that you need so that you're making the right decisions, you know what to do, and you're confident enough that if you do it consistently, you will see results. And that's basically what it boils down to. I tell people all the time, don't take any shortcuts, but also don't do a lot of things that's unnecessary. This is not a hard business. It's not hard to learn, and it's not hard to execute, but you have to have be motivated enough to keep pushing forward, even when you don't see the results, because again, it's not going to come overnight. But as Ontarian being a witness, not only that, we have Mary Beth here. We have people on our team that have been doing this for years and have tons of success. That's more than enough to help you and show you that it's something that actually works. You just have to be willing to put in the effort, okay? So that's basically my story. That's a little bit about passive profits. Again, no selling and selling on your end. All you're doing is leading people to your website and to the phone number so that they can get plugged in and they can get started. The more that you do it, the better the results. It's all a numbers game. This is all about traffic. So what we do is we focus on teaching traffic generation strategies, online and offline. You pick what works for you, you stay consistent, and you will see results. Ontarian, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. So yeah, I just wanted to basically touch on that. I hope I gave enough information for everyone to pretty much understand how it works.
Yes, plenty of information. Appreciate that, Amanda. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk a little bit more about the postcard. And what I want to do is, actually, let's do this. I want to bring out Mary Beth Angiolelli. You there, Mary Beth? There she is.
Hey, I'm here. Hi there.
How you doing, Mary Beth?
Good. How are you?
Good. Mary Beth, you've been how many years have you been doing direct mail?
About six years full time.
And you mail out on a consistent basis. Is that right?
I do. I mail out. I work direct mail online and offline. Ontarian,
Okay.
yes, and I mail out on a consistent basis, and that's really the key to, making these direct mail programs work and having success with them, not only short term but long term. It's all about consistency. Just sticking with them, stickability and consistency, not giving up, and mailing out consistently. I would say for best results, you mail out what you can, you set a budget, and it's best to mail out on a weekly basis, whatever you can. And then once you start to get into profit, just take, a percentage of those profits and just keep reinvesting it back into your business, scale up. That's going to afford you the ability and the opportunity to scale up and mail out more postcards, with your business. And then of course, the more exposure you have, the more postcards you have, being received by, recipients who are on the lists that we purchase our leads from, the higher probability you're going to have of converting, more postcards into paid signups. And that's going to allow you to scale up your income in the process.
Awesome. Yeah, Mary Beth,
So yeah, it definitely works. I mean, this is very simple. I mean, it's a very scalable, business model, and it's highly, completely duplicatable. Anybody can order, can go to our vendor, order their postcards, get their postcards, apply a pill and stick lead label on the back, along with a postcard stamp on the back, and drop them in a mailbox or deliver them to the post office, whatever they prefer. And then we also, considering what's going on right now, what really sets us apart, that gives us, even a bigger benefit and advantages. Even if you don't want to leave your house, you don't have to, because our vendor has that done for you service where you pay them a little extra and they will literally do everything for you hands free. So, I wanted to mention that too. So people, can take comfort in knowing that they can completely just go to a site, one-stop shop, place an order, and have the confidence and assurance that the postcards will be mailed out for them.
Absolutely.
So there's two great options. But yeah, postcard marketing, I've been doing it now full time, 6 years in the making. It absolutely works.
And you hit it on the head. Consistency is the name of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the biggest factor to being successful with any postcard marketing opportunity out there. Absolutely.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't expect. I get people, they come to me and say, hey, I've mailed out such and such for 30 days or a certain amount of time. Well, I want you got to give a business, any business. Just think about this, okay? Say you open up a flower shop in your area. Do you expect that flower shop to bring you thousands of dollars your first month? Probably not. It's possible, but it's probably not going to happen. Okay. What about 90 days? You're going to start to see if you're consistent with your advertising, you're consistent with, if you're in the right location, of course, then 90 days, you're going to start to see something. But 6 months, it's like marketing is like planting seeds. Okay. Every day you do something. Say you're mailing out postcards every day, or you're doing something online every day. You're planting those seeds, and eventually those seeds have to grow. They have to blossom into something beautiful. That's where patience come in, ladies and gentlemen. It takes time. Okay. Think about when you went to college. College on average is 4 years. Most people go longer than that to get their master's degree or a doctorate degree. You had patience in that time, okay? But here's the difference between what you did going to college and the business. In college, you go to school to get to work for somebody else's dreams. As a business owner, which we highly recommend at this time, at this day and age, you're mastering a skill that's going where you create your own economy. You're the boss. You're the CEO. So that should give you more ammunition to work even harder on a daily basis, you see, and have more patience on a daily basis, and have more consistency on a daily basis. The thought of me going back to work, guys, just makes me cringe. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Okay, that's why I hustle every day like I'm just starting. When you have that mentality where you hustle every day like you're just starting, all right, and then things will start to happen in your business. Okay. Now, just like Amanda said, we have training every single week. We've done 8 trainings so far. Mary Beth, what you think about those trainings?
Yeah, those are excellent. Those are excellent. Tons and tons of value. I mean, really everything that somebody needs to start to build their foundation to be able to, be successful with not only this particular opportunity, but what I like about it is they can utilize that training for any home-based business.
That's right.
So there's lots of benefits, lots of value, and it's just showing up. They just show up every single week, and then go out there and apply and implement what you teach. What is taught here in the Thursday trainings. There's no reason why people would not succeed with this opportunity or any other, because they can take it and transfer the skills and use the trainings really to be successful with anything. That's what I love about it.
That's right. That's right.
I know myself. I mean, the value is absolutely amazing. And, you go step by step into it, detailed, give everybody everything they need. And what's nice is it's recorded. So if people aren't able to make it, they just go right into the Facebook group. They go there, they watch the replays. They can watch them as many times as they need to really grasp it, and then just go out there and make it happen. And that's the most important thing is, taking the initiative and not only watching it, but going right out and applying and implementing it to see the results, to start to see the results, and then scale up from there.
That's exactly right, Mary.
And the training absolutely works. I mean, it's stuff that is current and it's working right now for anybody that utilizes it.
And we have 8 weeks of training so far.
Yeah, exactly. And that's more than enough to really get somebody's business off the ground, where they can start to see results, start to get into profit mode, and then build and scale up from there.
That's right. If I was to calculate all the training that we have these last 2 months, ladies and gentlemen, thousands of dollars worth of value, especially, these last few weeks, thousands of dollars worth of value. All you need, and we've stressed this before in our trainings, all you need is 3 different strategies at the minimum, and you implement those on a regular basis, you're bound for success, okay? You're bound for success. Just all you need. Put those in your toolbox, it's, marketing is like fishing poles. The more fishing poles you have out there, the better you're going to make out in the end, because you have leverage. You're maximizing your efforts, and that's what we teach. Now, again, doing these postcards by itself works. Okay, it may take a little time. Okay, it may take, just giving you a heads up, it may take a little time for people to make a decision. But the magic of this postcard, like I said, is the phone number, but it's also this website right here. The website needs to be set up as a sales funnel where people can actually put their information in, their email address, and then you can start to build that rapport with them on automation. That's what we teach in one of the trainings that makes this postcard conversion rate go through the roof. And that's what you want in this particular business. Okay. So thank you so much, Mary Beth. Thank you for your time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I want to do now is take a few questions. So does anyone have any questions about what we talked about this evening? If you're on Facebook, you can also ask a question as well. We will address your question. You feel free to unmute yourself, and we will definitely take care of you, okay? Let me look on Facebook.
Yeah, I got a question. I want to know, is there a certain amount that you have to send out for whatever level you on?
Is there a certain
as far as postcards?
Is there a certain amount?
Yeah, like if you're at the $1,000 level, do you have to send out a certain amount on a daily basis at that level?
That's a good question. So that's completely up to you, Alvin, on how much you send out. Sending out a consistent 200 to 300 a week is ideal. The good thing about postcard marketing is it's cheaper than mailing out letters, because you're not putting anything in the envelope. So when you go to the post office, actually, we help you get started with postcard stamps, by the way. So we get you a little jump start there. But each postcard stamp is about 35 cents as opposed to over 40 cents or so for a regular forever stamp. So you're saving some money. So you can get 100 postcard stamps for about $35. That way you can mail out 100 postcards at a time. But a consistent 100 to 300 postcards a week should do you just fine. Now, what's going to happen, and this is another strategy that we're going to teach on, which is very simple, okay? As you're consistent in direct mail, you're going to start to get you're going to start to get other offers from other people, okay, from other direct mail business owners. So what you do with that mail piece when you get it, and I get it all, I got a big old heap of offers of leads. I call them leads because that's what they are. These people mail on a consistent basis. I see the same names a lot of times over and over again. What you do is you take your postcard, you put their address on there, you send them a postcard. That's called reverse marketing, okay? And we know that those people are working their business because you're getting their mail piece. They're working their business. So that's another strategy. But it comes over time, okay? You're not going to start to get a heap of people giving you offers right away when you start this business. But as you're consistent, you're going to start to get offers because people, I don't know how that happened, Mary Beth. How does that happen to where you start to get mail pieces from other people? Does your name get in certain publications?
I think it's a combination on Terry, like the vendors that we buy our leads from, somehow our names get circulated out there. And then people that we mail to, put us on their list. And I think it's just a cyclical effect. I get a ton of, now I'm at the point where I get, multiple offers every single day in the mail, like you probably do too.
Okay.
I've been getting a lot of those, recently. And then I use that strategy too, where I reverse market them. And those are probably some of the best, most highly targeted, best converting leads for, an opportunity just like this. They're ideal. They're, you mail out to them, enough of times. I think you have to mail out to them more than once. I think that's one of the, the keys, and one of the secrets is those are going to be very targeted buyers because we know that they already understand the nature of our industry, direct mail, and most likely those people are in multiple streams of income too. I can tell because I see a lot of the names where they'll mail me like a postcard, then they'll mail me a flyer, and I see them in multiple opportunities. So those are definitely golden leads for sure.
Definitely. Hot.
As far as, getting on the list, I think it's just a combination, when we buy our leads from certain vendors, and then when we mail our offers out, people just somehow remark it back to us too.
That's right.
So let me get this right.
It definitely works. It's definitely a great strategy to use. And the longer people are doing their mailings, everybody's going to eventually get other people's offers. And those are leads that you definitely want to jump on and reverse market and send them your postcards.
That's right. It works like a charm for sure.
Okay, let me get this right. So you say on a consistent basis, like 300 a week should be sufficient?
Yeah, 300 a week is perfect. 300 a week. I mean, if you can do more than that, the more the better. But you feel consistency, 300 a week. Now, remember on that postcard, you also want to have, because right now, when you go to order these postcards, I have a generic website on there, which leads to a PowerPoint presentation. So nowhere on the PowerPoint presentation are we able to capture the people's information, because I made a generic for you guys. Because in that presentation, I'm pointing people back to you for your ID number. So you want to get to where you change the website, and we help you on that, by the way. Change that website to a sales funnel. That way you're capturing their information. Last week's training was dynamic because we showed you how to use this, how to use this in the mobile marketing world. So you get a postcard now, and the postcard call to action says text, maybe text mail, for example, to this number. Now you're capturing leads by mobile. Now you can turn around and market to them by a mobile number, like text message, ringless voicemail. We taught on that last week, and it was a dynamic training that we have in our group. So we give you many different angles to promote this. And like Mary Beth said, you can take a lot of these techniques and use it for other businesses too.
Okay, I got one more question. Amanda was talking about putting your picture on the postcard beside your own picture. What is the advantage of that?
Good question. Let me tell you something about for example, Mary Beth. Okay, she's a good example. Mary Beth has her picture on the postcard. Okay, Mary Beth also has her website that's tied to a sales funnel on her postcard. Mary Beth's been getting a lot of conversions and sales from her postcards. Why is that? Well, the psychological factor is this. She has her picture right here with her and her dog, okay? When someone gets her postcard, they're going to look at it and say, oh, this looks interesting. And they may not have time to call a phone number, but they can put their website in. They go to her website. Now they're in her spot, what I call a spider web, okay, sales funnel. Everything that they're getting from her through email, they see her picture of her and her dog. It ties in with the image on the postcard. They know her name now. What's the next obvious thing they're going to do? Oh, let me go and search online and see who this lady really is. Oh, you see what I'm saying? It flows. Okay. That's why she had another sale today. I think it was today, wasn't it, Mary Beth? You messaged me and said you had another sale today.
So
that was yesterday, Ontarian.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
So if I got your picture on my postcard, then my information is going to be on the bottom, but your picture, so they're going to look you up based on you.
Right. It's all about branding you, if you didn't know. That's what it comes down to. It's about branding who you are.
Well, I understand that. If I put my picture on there, I'm branding myself. But if I put your picture on there, I don't see how I'm branding myself.
If you keep my picture on there, we encourage people to put their own picture on there. Okay, that's what we encourage. Now, some people say, "Oh, I don't want my picture on there. Just keep your." Well, it's going to continue to brand us. Okay, we want you to be branded. And like I said, the example with Mary Beth, that's why her conversions are so high, because she's branding her.
Okay, so you suggest that we brand ourselves.
Brand yourself.
Okay.
That's what we encourage. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the trick of it all. When you brand yourself, people are going to join. People don't join businesses. You heard this before. They don't join businesses. They join people. And when they see a person that's out there, and here's the thing about it, Alvin, you don't have to be a professional superstar spaceship promoter, man. You don't. We have several people who's making sales in this thing that's never made a dime in home-based business before. You see? So it's not about, okay, I need to be a professional marketer. No, it's about the image. Remember, we're doing the back end work for you. You see, we're doing the back end work for you. So all of that is in the training, though. We got, again, 8 weeks worth of training, thousands of dollars worth of value in the training that's going to give you the ins and outs on how to really take this up to the next level.
Well, I'm going to put my wife's picture on there because I put my picture on there and they might throw it down.
No, sir. You got to get past that thinking, man. You got to get past that thinking, man. They won't throw it down. What they going to throw it down for? Yeah.
Because they might not find the picture attractive.
Don't worry about that, bro. It's all about the message.
Okay.
Okay. Now pictures. You got a picture of you and your wife together?
Yeah, I do.
You see what I did on mine. Put a picture of you and your wife together. That's more appealing right there. That's more appealing. Okay. So I would do that if I were you.
Okay.
Do that. We answer all your questions, Alvin. Good questions, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let me check on Facebook, see if we got anybody. I like that. Mr. Sean Phelps is tuning in. What's up, bro? I like what he said here. This is what Sean said. He said, why get a degree to work for someone like the CEO who doesn't even have a degree? He said, let that sink in. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of your richest men in the world don't have a degree. Bernard, does a website funnel come with the membership? Good question, Bernard. So it doesn't come with it. Now, it depends on your level now. We do have some bonuses. P.S. And by the way, I'm going to throw out a bonus right now, okay? What are we in? This is April. So here's the deal. Those of you who come in, we're going to run this special for the rest of April, okay? You come in at $500 or more, we're going to bump you up to the next highest level. What does that mean? Come in at $500, we're going to bump you up to $1,000. Come in at $1,000, we're going to bump you up to $2,000. You come in at $2,000, we're going to bump you up to $4,000, which is the top level, which is the heavyweight. Okay, so we want you guys to get leveraged in this thing so you can make as much money as possible. Okay, that's the key here, is to get leveraged and maximize your position. So come in at $500, it bump you up to the next highest level, which is $1,000, so forth and so on. That's till the end of this month. Okay, you got plenty of time. Plenty of time. So to answer your question, Bernard, if you come in at the $1,000 level, we do pay for your website. Okay, we do pay you for your website. Plus, you're gonna get a bump up. Okay, so you got double. You got a double bonus there. Double bonus.
So if we get bumped up to the 1,000, say I come in at the 500 and I get bumped up to the 1,000, will I still get that $1,000 bonus as far as the website is concerned?
You got to come in at the 1,000 to get that $1,000 bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to come in at 1,000, which I recommend. We recommend you come in at middleweight, which is 1,000. Okay. Our goal as a company is for people to come in here and make an extra 5 to 10K a month over time. Okay, over time. We already have people hitting those numbers. Okay, again, we got pretty much 500 people that's in here in a short amount of time. So you come in at $1,000. You come in at 1,000, which is middleweight. Each sale you make is $500. You need 10 sales to make a minimum of $5,000. Okay. At the $2,000 level, you're making $1,000 a sale. You just need 5 sales of that level to make $5,000, which is not hard at all. But your position, see, and that position is going to allow you to also earn on the other lower levels as well. So it's going to give you chances of a higher chance. We always tell people, when I talk to people and consult with people, I always ask them, okay, what do you want to make? How much do you want to make? Oh, I want to make $5,000. I want to make $10,000. Okay. that means you got to position yourself, because you're going to be doing the same amount of work at the $100 level as opposed to a $2,000 and $4,000. You're going to do the same amount of work. Why not make the most money for you, most bang for your buck by getting at the higher level? It just makes too much sense. Okay. I've always, I learned my lesson years ago when I first got started in this industry. I came into this program and I lowballed it. I said, you know what? I'm going to test it out. I'm just going to test it out. Okay. I started marketing the program. And lo and behold, somebody jumped above me. Okay. And I lost $500 in a blink of an eye. It hurt my feelings. I'll be honest with you. It hurt because that $500, just getting started, I needed that $500. Boom. So just like that, got passed up. Okay. And I immediately upgraded from there. I learned my lesson just from that instance. Okay. Now we have a certain individual in this particular program. She got started. Okay. She was at the lower level. She started marketing, and I seen her market every day. Now, this is the crazy thing about this opportunity. Listen to me closely. This is why I say you got to get in the highest level. She started marketing. She had somebody called in and said, hey, I want to come in at the heavyweight level. The heavyweight level was $4,000. She was at the lightweight level. Okay. Lightweight level gets $150 per sale. Guess what? He paid that $4,000. She lost over $3,000. You hear me? She lost over. So I'm telling you guys, don't lowball. If you got the money to play big, do not lowball. From experience and from what I've seen already in this opportunity, we've had people lose some money because they're not positioned. I'm telling you, if you go out there and start marketing and planting those seeds, like I said before, they're going to grow. And you don't know who you're marketing to. You don't know who's watching. And we get on the phone with them. We're going to close them because we encourage. Listen to me. We encourage the higher levels on the phone. That's what I train my closers to do. We encourage them to do that. Okay. So it's going to behoove you to get to the highest level as possible so you're not losing out on any sales. So that's my spiel on that. All right. Any other questions on the panel? I don't see anything in the chat. I'm looking on Facebook here. Troy Crawford, I have to learn that sales funnel a little more, but I'm getting better with practice. I just need a little bit more help. Troy Crawford, I know that you are in. Troy, what you want to do is go to our Facebook group, go to the file section. And in the file section, we have the training there for you, my friend. Okay, we talk about sales funnel. We break it down elementary to where you understand it. So you want to tap into that training, okay? Let's see what else. Will that include upgrades? If I upgrade, will the bump up apply? Good question, Elba. That's a good question. She said, will the upgrade? So she said she's already in. This is one of our clients. She said if she upgrades, will that include the upgrade? That's something that I have to. Elba, tell you what, I'm going to inbox you personally because I forgot what level you're at. So I'm going to inbox you personally after this webinar, okay? We're going to talk about that. That's a good question. That's a valid question. Felicia, Miss Sims, what's going on? Does the website have a capture page to capture the lead? The website is a generic website. Let me show it to you. Let me share my screen. So this is the website right here. Well, my wife got it smelling good in there. She's baking something in there. It smells good. Here's the website, guys. It doesn't come with the capture page. Now, Felicia, you have to put together your own capture page. Now, the other thing we have inside of the training and one of the resources we have inside of the Passive Profits is we have a business partner who's able to put together a nice sales funnel for you as well. Okay, this website you're going to have to put a capture page on the front of it. And Felicia, I know you know how to do that. That's all you got to do. Okay, and then it'll lead to this particular website right here. Okay, that's a good question. Good question. All right. What's up, Sassy? Okay, Sassy, so you must have the same question about the upgrade. So if that's the case, I will also message you as well, Sassy, okay? I will also message you as well. Good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what your question is. Okay, I got you. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions? This is just one of the websites, very colorful. Straight to the point, ladies and gentlemen, straight to the point. And then the great thing about it is, if you're on your cell phone, when you click here, if you're on your cell phone, it'll automatically populate the number, okay, where you can just dial it. See, as you see, let me take this off. It'll automatically populate the number, okay? Right here, when you click here, it's going to automatically populate your postcard, which is pretty neat right there. See that? So that, that lets your prospect see a little bigger, see it, lets them see, it gives them a bigger space to look at everything and read everything. So very nice. Very nice. I seen a question come in. Let me see what that was. Can you message me on that upgrade as well? Yes, sir, Jeffrey French. I got you, bro. Guys, we're all about helping people make it to the top here. We want you guys to win big. All right. It's not all about the money with us. We want people to succeed. That's what we want. Any other questions before we end it, ladies and gentlemen? We are at the hour mark as we speak. Booker. Okay, how can I get one of the websites? So Booker, in the welcome email that we send out, one of the steps is you have to actually, Booker, do me a favor, because I'm talking about something else. Message support, and we'll get you the information on getting the website, okay? Just message us at support. We will get you taken care of. All right. Is the generic capture page converting at a high successful rate? Okay, generic capture page. Now Darnell, what I just showed you here is not the capture page. Let me go back to it. All right, so what I showed you here is the sales page. Okay, it's the sales page. Now this is converting. If you're asking that, this is converting. Is that what you're asking? But on this one, you have to throw in your own capture page, okay? And you have to throw in your own follow-up series and all that. We have a lady that can put together a sales funnel for you as well. It's to help you, if you don't have the time to do that. So, good question. Any other questions? Going once, going twice. For those of you who want me to message you about the upgrade, could you do me a favor as well? Because sometimes I may forget. Message me as well, especially the ones on the panel. All I see now is Jeff French. Message me on Facebook, Jeff. Oh, Jose, Montreal, Canada, great to join you all. All right, Jose, thanks for joining in, sir. Who invited you? Who invited you?
Amanda Wray.
All right. All right. Well, get back with Amanda, Jose. Let's get you started, man. You got any questions?
So far, so good, man.
All right, man. All the way from Canada.
Yes, sir.
I bet it's cold up there, ain't it?
Sure is, man.
I know it's cold there because it's cold. It's been cool here, so it got to be cold up there.
God bless.
All right, you too, bro. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to this webinar. Hopefully we'll be able to do this again next week, every Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. Our trainings are at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursdays. Okay, so again, we train you as well. Now, for those of you who are ready to get started, all you have to do is call the 800 number, which is 1-800-474-1375. That is 1-800-474-1375. Give the ID number of the individual that invited you to this webinar. Okay. Until then, we'll see you guys next week. Stay safe out there. Stay inside if you don't have to go out. And we'll see you guys next week. Take care and God bless.